it's Gothy, and I'm actually stitching. I now am more officially on holidays. The last week has been really, really busy. Um, just had so much to do, and have done very little to no stitching for most of it. So, yeah. So it's Sunday, and it's the, what is it, 20th. So I now have 10 days until the next festival that I've been helping with. Um, so yesterday was the actual festival that I was baking for. That's the one that we were just doing a stall. I've had lots of people ask me how it went. The stall itself went well. We sold everything that we baked. I spent 10 hours, just about, baking on Friday. Like, just ridiculous amount of time just baking, and I even cut things out. Um, I did, what did I do? 3 batches of meringues in peppermint, strawberry, and plain. I did a cake that didn't turn out, and I was going to make it into cake pops, but just by that point I was just like, yeah, no, stuff it, I'm just not going to make it. I did 3 batches of cupcakes, rainbow cupcakes specifically. I did a batch of coconut ice, which was actually the first thing to go. I was kind of surprised. I did 3 batches of muffins in Malteser. Actually, I did 3.5 batches of muffins. I did Malteser, Mars bar, choc mint, and some just coloured choc chip ones. What was stitched? Yeah. Okay. I did white chocolate cookie bark, and I did some mini cinnamon donuts, which were actually the easiest part, and um, that's because my mum lent me her donut maker. So she also lent me some cookie trays so I could get the meringues and stuff done faster, because, I mean, I only have one cookie tray. I was using a pizza tray as well as a temporary cookie tray. I'm just colouring in what I've done on the pattern, marking it so that I don't accidentally do the same part twice or miscount or something. What else did I do? I don't know. Either way, I had 9 trays of food. Um, yeah, so showed up, and there wasn't too much for me to do, so I didn't show up too early, because, I mean, I physically couldn't really help with, setting up the marquee or the tables and all that sort of stuff. So I just went in a little late. Which meant that I got to rest a little bit more, and also got to fix my hair up. As you can see, it's all nice and shaved properly now. Now that it's warming up, I don't have to keep that little bit of hair there just for warmth. So, had a little bit of an altercation. The person who's been causing a lot of the dramas in our class for the last month and a bit started in on me. Happened to do it in front of Andrew, who also started in on her. So then her partner started in on Andrew. And apparently my teacher talked to her, and oh yeah, don't do this, don't do that. But considering after the little altercation, she started, making comments like, "Oh, are you feeling left out because you're disabled, and you feeling like you don't have anything to do and stuff." I think he might have played it instead of saying, "Hey, you're being a dick, stop being a dick." I'm thinking he might have played it as, "Oh, she's feeling like there's nothing that she can do because she's disabled," which, if that's the case, I'm gonna be having words with the teacher. I will be talking to the teacher about that. But they, after a while, they just stayed away from me and they left early, so I didn't have to deal with them for too long. Stayed at the stall the whole day. It rained a lot. At one point, it just pissed down, so it was like frantically trying to move all the food out of the rain. We had a marquee, but it didn't cover the full length of the tables, so um, that was not pleasant and really panicking. And I'm sitting there and I'm trying to like move things, and it's just like shit, shit. And I'm like swearing, like I shouldn't be swearing, but shit. Yes. And towards the end, I got a little, I went for a little walk around, wheel around, just to suss out what was there and stuff. A few stalls had left, um, but I managed to get a snow cone and a thing of freshly cooked popcorn, so I was happy. And there was a chick there doing tarot card readings with angel cards, so I got one of those, which was interesting as well. Um, yeah, kind of accurate, but I guess it's the sort of thing like I'm a bit of a douche when it comes to that stuff because I blank face as much as I can and I don't really nod or anything. I just say okay, okay, because I don't want to give any tells and stuff away. So because like I'm still very sort of skeptical about tarots and stuff like that and how accurate they are and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, but yeah, I'm broke as hell this week. I've got 2 lay-bys at the moment for cross-stitch stuff, um, but that's just so that I can actually pay them off without sending myself even broker. Just all the ingredients and stuff um, for the festival, for the stall, just cost a lot of money, so... Because I also had to get, oh, we need place cards so we can label everything. We need this, and we need that, and we need this. And, I mean, I was so pissed off because some people were just like, oh no, I'm not paying for that. Oh, I'm not paying. It's just like, yeah, I'm unemployed and I just spent $60 on this, so, you can spend $5 and go get some fucking serviettes and some bags to put food in. But it was funny because the person who keeps causing the dramas was all like, "Oh, see that plate there? That's the lamingtons that I made. I made those myself." And I'm just sitting there with 9 trays of food that I've made myself, sitting on my lap, and it's just like, really, 1 plate, 9 trays, and yeah, it was interesting. Got home, had something to eat, and then just crashed out. Only managed to get 2 hours of sleep, which was kind of annoying. Jumped in a hangout for a little while, crashed out last night. Didn't sleep much last night, but slept a bunch today. Sleeping on and off from about 8 o'clock until 3 o'clock, while watching the Heroes of the Storm championship matches that are happening right now in Las Vegas. So they're on again. They start up again at 2:30. So I'll start watching them again, and sleep whenever because they rebroadcast them and they put the matches up on YouTube later too. So if I miss any, it's no big deal. And that's pretty much my plans. Andrew's not feeling well apparently, so when he gets home from work, he's just gonna crash out. So I'm sort of at that point that I cooked so much on Friday that I don't want to cook at the moment. So for lunch, I had a pack of 2-minute noodles raw because I didn't even want to boil the kettle and wait for the noodles to soak up the water and all that. So yeah, that's that's where I'm at. So I've just been eating like snack foods because you don't have to cook snack foods. That's yeah. I just don't want to cook. I'm just not in the mood to cook. Everything takes effort, and I just don't have the effort. I did do a bunch of cleaning today too. I still have more to do, but I did some, so that counts for something. And yes. Oops. click things. So at the moment I'm working on Storytime Sampler. I finished Phantom of the Opera. I actually really like how that came out with the frame colour. So now I'm starting on the frame for Black Beauty. I'm using, because like my intention was to go from, you know, not so variegated for the flosses to like more and more variegated, that goes the other way, to like super variegated to super variegated. Yeah, so I'm using Clown by Fibrilicious. It's still a very light, it's got like light colours in its pink, blue, yellow and green. So stitching that up, and then I don't know, I might do a little bit on Arthas. And then I want to focus on my mini Haid for a little while, because I've got Book Expo coming up in a couple weeks. I think it's about a month away now, just under a month. So I want to try and get some done, because I want to get Selena Fenech to sign it. And I mean, I can get her to sign it regardless of if there's much there, but it would be nicer if she could see that it's her thing and not just, you know, a blob of black. Yeah. What else do I get? Any stash stuff? Not really. I did find one of my local news agencies, because they, okay, that at some point they go through stuff, and because people tend to steal a lot of the magazines, especially cross-stitch ones, because they're expensive. So they end up with like a bunch of like loose kits and stuff like that. So I picked up this Fizzy Moon card. I'm really not into Christmas stuff, but it was like, so they had like, they do like 3 for $4 kind of thing. This one's just a floral bookmark. It just has the pattern on it. And then I got this one, which is like super cute. I'm pretty sure I have the digital copy of this too, because I have a bunch of digital magazines that I was subscribed to, and now I just buy the one issues that I want. And yeah, I have 10 days, well 9 days technically, until Street Beat Festival, which is the one that I've been organising the entire festival for. That's on the 30th of September. I don't have any meetings for that until the 29th of September, which kind of worries me, because I don't know how much is going to be done by that point, and that scares the hell out of me. But that's the way they're doing it, so. And it was actually really cool, because I ended up designing a t-shirt for Bidwell Festival, which is the one that was on yesterday. Because we had a few people in our class say, oh yeah, you know, we'll put something together for it. And the intention is that they had a bunch of t-shirts donated by Bonds, just in like different sizes and stuff. So they were going to do screen printed t-shirts for like $6. So they kept, you know, asking, oh, you know, who's done designs? Are you guys done? Blah, blah, blah. And a lot of the people who said they were going to do designs just didn't. And then one of them's dropped out. And it's just like, oh, okay. Like, it got to the deadline of when they needed the design by to get it to the screen printer to make the screen. And, yeah, everybody had just, oh, no, I'm not doing it. Oh, I'm not doing it. I didn't say that. So I, last minute, did it myself. And, they weren't too keen on the one that I threw together, but then they messaged me and they're like, oh, can you do one around this idea? It's like, yeah, okay, I will. It's, you know, why not? And they ended up liking that one, and they used that one. So there are people who own t-shirts with a design that I've done, which is kind of cool. And I'm actually going to ask Kathy, who's the person who I've been working with from Bidwell Uniting, if I can get a t-shirt, just, you know, for my collection, just so that I have one of myself for myself, because it's pretty cool. Pretty happy with that. It's a cool idea. People own a shirt with the thing that I did on it. And yeah, what else is happening? Um, not much really. I just want to try and get some stitching done because I've done like nothing. I had a class last week. The last week is supposed to be my holiday week, but I had a class on the Tuesday. I had meetings on Wednesday, and I had an assessment due on Thursday. And then Friday was baking all day. All day. So I haven't really had a lot of time, and I didn't sleep. Like, I hadn't slept in about a week, yes, as of yesterday. So it was interesting. Very interesting. I have a cup holder on my chair now, which doesn't seem very interesting, but we were looking into cup holders, and if we were to buy them from like a rehab place, it would cost us, 60 to $80 just for a clamp-on cup holder for the wheelchair. Looking online, we could pick them up for about 30, but that's just like still, I don't have $30 just to spend on a freaking cup holder. So we went into Kmart and we got a sports drink holder for $2. That's green, and we attached it using double-sided tape and a hose clamp. So all up, it cost us $4. $2 for the drink holder and $2 for the hose clamp. The only thing I need to do is make up a little cushion sort of thing to put around the hose clamp so that if I push my leg over, it doesn't hit the hose clamp and hurt. So, but yeah, actually works really well too. Tested it out yesterday, and I can, wheel around and go up ramps and stuff like that, and it doesn't spill when I had a can in there. So, quite happy. Quite happy. Screw paying like $80 for a goddamn cup holder that clips on. Like, it shouldn't be that expensive. But because it's, specialty equipment, and you can't just walk into, Big W or something and buy one for a wheelchair, they get to charge out the ass for it, which is really annoying. And like, we're not made of money. People won't give us jobs because of because of the disabilities and stuff. And God, just fucking make things cheaper. It doesn't need to be so much. But yeah, what else? Why's my phone flashing? I don't know. I think I have a message or something. Yeah, that's all that's happening. So, planning, stitching plans. I really need to start. I've sort of decided, like half decided, that I'll just start the Blackbird Hummingbird whenever. Because it's already the 20th. And I've still got other projects that I want to work on, try and catch up with things, maybe finish a few of my smaller ones. So I'm not going to focus on that one. Plus, I do have a project I do need to focus on because it's going to a friend, and I should really start that soon. And that's a Breaking Bad project, so it won't take long to do once I actually do it. I've just got to start it and sit and focus on it and get it done. But yeah, I wanted to get Storytime Sampler done because I haven't been up to date with this thing for like months. So now I have the chance to get up to date with it, so I'm going to be up to date with it. It'll also free up some space on my desk. So, and yeah, I think that's it. I can't think of anything else. I've decided to get the 2 new Nora Corbett Mirabilia Bewitching Pixies ones. And I've decided that I'm going to eventually do all of the Bewitching Pixies. So the next time I have some money saved up, I'll do a 1, 2, 3 stitch order and get the rest of them and all their beads and stuff like that. Also, I've been keeping an eye out too because I'm gonna try and get a hold of one of those bead storage things when they go on sale in the States, because it's like $90 to get one in Australia. And I've got to get it online from the States anyway, so might as well try and find like a stash fairy kind of thing and get someone to buy it for me when it's on sale and ship it over for me. Because, yeah, it'll still be cheaper that way. It won't be the cheapest, but it'll be cheaper than $90. And I really can't think of anything else. I'm just going to keep stitching, watch some YouTube stuff, and chill out until the next Heroes of the Storm stream starts. So, I'll see you later, hopefully with some more updates.